Okay, so we're back with another War of the Spark draft. We're at Diamond 3, 0 pips going into this draft. Interesting first pick. So we're not taking Khan, as sweet as Khan is. I think we've already got a playset anyway. Not that that matters. It's between Bleeding Edge, Cyclops, Electromancer, and Aven Eternal. I like that Bleeding Edge costs less, but I don't really like effects that only give -2/-2. Just going to take Electromancer and see where we go from there. It's like acceptable in black-red, but obviously not as good as in blue-red spells. Next pick, ooh, that's an actually, I was about to slam Kasmina, but Jaya's Greetings in the pack as well. So if we take Kasmina, we're basically saying, hi, I want to force blue-red spells. But I mean, taking Electromancer kind of suggests that anyway. I think Kasmina is more powerful than Jaya's Greeting. But the question is how much more powerful than Jaya's Greeting. I guess what we'll do is take Kasmina, I think. We'll take Kasmina and see what happens from here. So, immediately rewarded, we have a powerful uncommon in both our commons in Rao's Outburst. I'd like if we could get Burning Prophet or Heartfire back. Erratic Visionary would be acceptable. Evolution Sage is powerful in this pack as well. Otherwise, nothing too exciting here. This is an interesting pick as well. Ooh, this draft is going quite reasonably so far. So honestly, I don't rate Saheeli very high, but if we end up with a load of Heartfires and in a deck that's full of spells, Saheeli's probably going to be at her best. I think we'll take Saheeli, just to see, because I'm still not 100% on the card. So this pack, we've got Lazotep Plating, which is a spell, Stealth Mission, Dam Breaker. I think we're just going to take our first Heartfire here, though. Although Dam Breaker is very good as a 6, and we want probably as many Heartfires as we can get, Dam Breaker's not so much. Next pack, nothing really in here. Nothing really in here in any other colour, though. So we'll just take Invader and put it in the sideboard. Ooh, so Sky Theatre Strix or Grim Initiate are the cards on colour. There's a Toll of the Invasion in the pack, but not really feeling the Toll of the Invasion. So I am feeling Sky Theatre Strix, I guess. Yeah, we'll take Strix. So in this pack, it's between Relentless Advance and, I guess, a Silverwing. I don't really rate Relentless Advance, but we might want a 3/3 creature that just happens to be a spell, so we'll take Advance. This pack, we have the option between Skulker, Initiate, and Silverwing. We'll just take Skulker in case we need another 5. My computer is really not liking connecting to Twitch this evening. Oh, there we go, that's fine. In this pack, we'll take a Guild Globe. We didn't get anything back out of this pack, really. I don't like either of these cards. We're probably more likely to play a Totally Lost. Lazotep Plating is acceptable. These cards don't matter. This card doesn't matter. Next pack. So sad we can't take Storav. Devouring Hellion, we're not really going to be the deck for a Devouring Hellion. What are we going to be the deck for? Lorune Enforcer is, well, apart from Storav, I guess we could take Samut. Is this a deck for Samut, though? What's Samut really doing? Like, making our Strix better? Don't know if Samut's doing what I want to be doing. Samut doesn't really do what I want to do in red-green, and this is not red-green. I think we might just take Turret Ogre. But Turret Ogre's such an awkward pick. Pack 2, pick 1. We do have Saheeli and Kasmina making tokens, but we have Heartfire. So I don't know whether Hellion is that impressive. It's Hellion or Ogre. I think, out of this pack. And I guess we do have Planeswalkers that we're going to run out of loyalty, so we'll take Helion. This is an easy Chandra's Triumph. Jaya would be a consideration, but 3 damage to a creature or Planeswalker. It's just too good. If you read the card is insane. Cost 2. I'd like to get some weirds. The good one. What's it called? We'll see. Maybe there's one in this pack. No weird. That's sad. Callous Dismissal, though, is good. We'll take Dismissal for sure. Passing, Plating, Bond. Some poop. Another Guild Globe in this pack. We do have the one Guild Globe in case we want to splash. There he is. Spellgorger Weird. Spellgorger Weird. That's the card we were thinking of. Alright, deck's going behind my head, so we'll convert to curve layout. I think out of this pack, it's No Escape over a second Skulker or Stoneblades. We might not play No Escape, but I like the option of being able to play one. This pack, Manticore or Grim Initiate really are the choices. We only have one Heartfire so far. We do have a Devouring Helion as well, though, and we have Incidental Amass, so it might be worth just taking Grim Initiate. Invading Manticore, I'd prefer if my 6s were Kiora's Dambreakers, honestly. But I think we probably still take the first Manticore over the first Initiate, or is that a lie? Heartfire, Helion. We have 5s. A Manticore is just not big enough. We'll take Initiate. Okay, so in this pack we'll take a second Heartfire. This pack has some poop and Honor the God Pharaoh, so we'll slam Honor the God Pharaoh. This pack has some poop but still has a Turret Ogryn. Second Honor the God Pharaoh. I'm hoping these were packs where we took something absurd before, because if I've just been glossing over these Honor the God Pharaohs, I feel kind of bad. Actually, there's no world where we want a Wall of Runes. We might need a Naga. Redemption can go in the board. Croco can go in the board. Well now, that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty reasonable indeed. Cool, so that's stable down there. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I had this pack up because the pick is so insanely obvious. We're just going to take Chandra. Chandra does everything we want to be doing with this deck. Draws us cards. Pressures our opponent's life total. Just fantastic. What? My hair is on fire? Ooh, Spark Double. What's that curve look like again? So, Spark Double's just insanely powerful in this deck, right? It's another Electromancer, it's another Kasmina, it's another Chandra. It's another weird if we want it to be. Hopefully, this Prophet or this Dismissal comes back around the table, because there's only pick 2. I mean, worst case, what are we going to get back? Maybe Twist, maybe Advance. There's a lot of reasonable cards in the pack, though. We'll see what the bots want, but I want Spark Double. Ooh, okay, so we're going to take Augur, I think. How many instants or sorceries do we actually have in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 assuming we play them all. And we want a 2-drop. And I think I prefer Augur to Strix. We might, we could take Epiphany. But could take Strix. We've only got one Spellgorger and no Burning Prophets is the thing. But I mean, Strix is so much worse than Burning Prophet. The 2 toughness is such a pain. We'll just take Augur. Fill in our curve. We can take a third Honor the God Pharaoh if we want. We probably do. Oh no, it's probably a mistake not to take Jace's Triumph, actually. So the options here are Bond of Insight or Heartfire again. I really like Heartfire, almost to a fault probably. But we have 3 Honor the God Pharaohs already, so gimme dem Heartfires. I think we want Thunderdrake out of this pack over Spellkeeper Weird. Because we have like Honor the God Pharaohs for days to cast on 3. Yeah, we'll take Thunderdrake. Another Augur in this pack, nothing else really. This was the pack we got Chandra out of. This next pack might have something for us. Doesn't really. That's awkward. We'll take the Initiate. I don't... Oh, we don't. We're not playing the Relentless Advance already. That's fine then. Guess we might take another. Ooh, Strix came back. We might end up playing Strix because of our shortage of payoffs. We'll see. And Stone Blades. I don't think we're playing, but we'll have a look when we're deck building. Okay, so what have we got going on in terms of deck building? We've got too many cards to start with. I think, well, we've got 3 Honor the God Pharaoh. Does that mean we can play 16 lands, or do we just want 17? We don't have any 6s, actually. Maybe we should have just taken that Manticore, because we never got our Kiora's Dambreaker that we wanted. This isn't a Guild Globe deck. Although it does cycle. So maybe it is a Guild Globe deck. What does it actually trigger, though? Like, we're not really a trigger all the stuff, get you with Strix and Spellgorge, a weird deck. So I guess we'll cut Guild Globe. The 4s are all pretty good apart from maybe Turret Ogre, but Turret Ogre is still pretty okay. And we have ways of discarding excess 4s. We kind of operate at sorcery speed mostly, though, so we could cut No Escape. I don't think we really value our creatures high enough to want this Lazotep plating. Maybe we do go down to 16 land. So 16 lands, and this curve, and we need to make 1 more cut. It could potentially be one of the Grim Initiates. We only have 3 Heartfires, and we've got Saheeli and Kasmina to make tokens. We're going to end up with incidental Planeswalkers lying around. I don't think we need to play 2 poopy 1-drops. If we're not playing 2 poopy 1-drops, I suppose this is going to be the deck we're taking into the queue. So I'll see you in a moment for the games. Okay, so first game with blue-red spells. Got an interesting hand here. One change we did make from deck building is we cut one of the Grim Initiates for this Arncropping Invader. So now we're playing no 1/1s for 1, which is probably a good spot to be in. So this hand, if we draw any mountain, we're in a good spot. We need to draw 2 lands to cast this Kasmina. It's close, I think. But if we do draw any mountain, we do have Honor the God Pharaoh. By turn 3, we are on the play. We're about 50% to get there. Then, like I said, any lands let us make Kasmina, but I don't think that's good enough. I'm going to mulligan. Well, this is a hand. We're going to keep it. We're going to bottom anything that's not land and just hope to get there. I'm not going down to 5. Maybe that was a keep. Well, any other land lets us deploy this Honor the God Pharaoh. I don't know. I think it was right. Oh, here we go. Fantastic. So, what are we going to do? We're not discarding Electromancer. We're not discarding Chandra. It's either Invader or Strix that we're discarding here. I think within the Amass token, I like having Invader as another creature over Strix. So what's opponent playing? Blue-black. Opponent's playing blue-black. Well, we're not double spelling next turn, presumably, so we'll just discard Strix. Okay, so Saheeli and an island. That's interesting. That's interesting. So depending on what opponent does, I might just run Saheeli out next turn. Will I? Do we just play Chandra and start going up? So opponent has Davriel. That's awkward. So what's the discard here? So Cyclops does 1 and only does it to creatures. Well, I guess in that case, Davriel's going to get 2 cards. I think Saheeli's going to take too long to get going. Okay, Devouring Hellion was a reasonable draw. This does mean we get to play Chandra out here, though. Chandra. We will plus Chandra. Yep, that's sad. Land's gone forever. If Davriel goes down, Davriel dies. Davriel does go down. I think of these, I would rather have what? I think I'd rather have Invader, because it does more on its own. Because I'm not going to be sacking Chandra anytime soon. Turret Ogre's fine. Ooh, we draw our own Turret Ogre. Let's see what Chandra hits first. Chandra hits Kasmina. We'll play Kasmina. I'm in the business for Kasmining. Make a wizard. Draw a land. So what's in that bin? 1 instant or sorcery. I'd like to discard Arncrop Invader and play land. Not attack. And pass. So this is interesting. I mean, if Turret Ogre attacks, we probably have to double, well, we definitely have to double block it. Because I don't want it killing either of our Planeswalkers. It wouldn't kill Chandra, but it would put her low enough that I don't like. I'd probably let it attack Chandra, actually. That's a lie. So, what punishes me here? Nahiri Stoneblades, some sort of pump. What happens if we double block? What goes wrong? Nothing particularly, right? Opponent could play a Planeswalker, but I think this is fine. Yep. What do you have? Nothing. Okay, so we've traded. Opponent has a lot more cards than us, but we do have a little engine going. Choo-choo. Little Chandra that could. Firemind Vessel. Okie dokie then. So we drew a land. So there's a discard for Kasmina. So we'll start by activating Kasmina. We'll discard this land. We'll plus Chandra, who draws as a Spellgorger Weird, who will definitely play. And then we'll pass. And we have Chandra's Triumph up. Doing 5 damage, might I add. Doing 5. Eternal Skylord, sure. So, on to amass 2. Cool. So we're definitely going to Chandra's Triumph the Skylord, because then if we Electromancer, we can kill the amass token and get in. The opponent does have 2 mana up. Yeah, pass to attackers, pass to end the combat. Chandra's Triumph, target Skylord. And it's dead. Cool. Alright, let's plus Chandra. Draw a land, we'll play a land. We'll play Electromancer. We'll kill this zombie. And opponent explodes. Fantastic. So, 1-0 in our first war draft of the evening. Okay, we'll jump straight into the queue for game 2. And while we are in the queue, I'll warn you in advance, I'm going to shove some pizza in my face. Or am I? Oh no, my hotkeys don't work for muting apparently, never mind. Or are they muting something else and I just don't realise? Well, we found an opponent anyway, so I lied to you all, apologies. What do we have here? A hand, we'll keep it. Certainly a hand. We got blue cards, we got red cards, we got mana. We'll see what opponent does. I'm probably going to lead on Strix. Black, Dustmantle Operative. Never mind, we're going to play an Augur. Never mind, we're going to play an Augur. Look at the top 3, put the... Oh, we did it! We did it! Augur did something for once. Well, that is fantastic. What a good evening. Oh no, my cards. Speaking of good evening, if you are watching the stream right now, I hope you are having a fantastic day, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening where you are. We've just started game 2 of this war draft with a fairly sweet blue-red spells deck. Got Chandra, got Saheeli, got Kasmina, got no Rowell's Outburst because our opponent did just Toll of the Invasion it away, which is kind of unfortunate. We're not planning to Chandra's Triumph anything this turn, so we'll just make a Strix and pass. Dreadhorde Twins, that's pretty good. So we can't do anything about that token, so we're going to take 3. Ooh, okay, so our potential plays are Turret Ogre, Kasmina. We could Triumph this, but opponent's not attacking with the 2-2. Although they did just play Dreadhorde Twins, so I think we just want to start getting value. Ooh, what's in our bin? 1, It's an all-sorcery spell. What are we discarding here? Ooh, this is a toughie. I mean, is it just land? But that seems real greedy. It's also the worst card in our hand by quite a fair margin. And we get to play Turret Ogre anyway. So I don't think we're attacking, are we? Yeah, we are. If opponent has something, they have something. But Strix is just not blocking, so... And nothing could happen to make us want to block with Strix, I don't think. And we miss a point if we don't get in there. Because Strix has 2 power off us casting the Kasmina that turn. What is next? Everything at Kasmina. Jeez. Jeez. So, Kasmina... We can't really save her. Which is unfortunate. But we do get to try and trade for this zombie. Which is fine. Hopefully opponent doesn't have anything. They don't. And now this Augur of Bolas gets to hold the 2/2s at bay. So we'll see what opponent does now. Let's see what opponent does now. They honour the God Pharaoh, discarding an initiate. Okay. Play a land, a Vampire Opportunist. So opponent's board is like pretty medium. We could just play Electromancer and snipe the 2/1. I don't hate that as a plan. We could, or we could just play Ashiok Skulker. Although, if we do snipe the Opportunist, it denies our opponent the chance to use something like Heartfire in response. So maybe this is a good idea. Boom. So we get that out of the way. We're going to get in for one with the Strix, because the only thing it really holds back is the 1/1 token. Opponent plays Jaya, so our Strix is unfortunately going to be dead. That's a dead Strix. Okay, so we draw another one. If we want to play another, we can. I'm more inclined to just play Ashiok Skulker and pass. Because then if we really need Chandra dead, we can just unblockable the Skulker and get in with it. Killing the Cyclops is unfortunate. Maybe we should have suicided a Jaya to trade it with a Crete. No, because then Jaya would have an activation. Ooh, that was a reasonable draw. That was a very reasonable draw. We're going to play Chandra, but we're going to play Chandra in such a way that we get to cast Strix if we hit a land. The opponent may have a response, apparently. Oh. That's not a land, unfortunately, so that Heartfire is just gone forever, but that's fine. That's fine. Can't win them all. Obnix, this is Cruelty. The Skulker's kind of orcs. Although Chandra only goes to 2 unless opponent has something else. Oh no, Chandra goes to 1 if we block like this. But we get to... we either get to kill Jaya or go face. I think we kill Jaya. Because the static is such a huge pain. If opponent has Aid the Fallen, that says they just have another. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is only 1 counter that's been removed as well, which is super awkward. So I guess we'll just kill... Guess we'll knock Jaya to 2. So we're going to play Turret Ogre. We're not going to play Sky Theatre Strix. We could trade Triumph for the next activation. We might do, actually. Depends if we can trick opponent into suiciding a creature in combat. Jaya's greeting my creature. Never mind, opponent just has good cards. Yep, sure. I mean, we're both at 17, so there's plenty of game left to play. There's plenty of game left to play. Yep, pass to attackers. Opponent comes in. Just with twins. Oh, because it has an effect of 3 power because of Jaya. I guess we'll trade this card for the activation, which isn't very nice, but it means we do get to block, at least. Helion. Okay, how big's Helion going to be? I'd like to draw Callus, just a 2/2. Okay. We have a Strix and a land. We're going to hold the land because we have 3 Honor the God Pharaohs. Oh, okay. Well, I don't feel so bad losing to this opponent now. Because I imagine they minus 2 and we just never win. That's a nice Liliana. Oh, it's the card style from the pre-order bundle. That's a very nice Liliana. But we're not dead yet, so we'll play it out. Although I don't really see how we beat Liliana, so that's a lie. We'll just explode. Good beats, opponent. You got us. So 1-1 now with blue-red spells. Well, another game, another chance to learn. Let's go into game 3 with blue-red spells. This hand is fine. I'd like to draw a third land for this Honor the God Pharaoh, but we have Triumph to interact on 2 if we need to. And there's our third land. Right on time. Right on time. Is it insane to discard this Heartfire to Honor the God Pharaoh? Yes, seeing as we're going to be discarding a mountain, probably. Let's see what opponent plays. Don't... Ooh, they just pass on 2 lands. Ooh. And we don't have to Honor the God Pharaoh because we can just play Saheeli Rai? Okay, then. Well, Saheeli Sublime Artificer. No land. I mean, obviously it sucks that we won't get a real game if opponent ends up mana screwed. Although, screw beats flood. But I would like to win, so there is that. Discarded no escape. Okay, so we're definitely going to what this turn? Honor the God Pharaoh, discard land, surely. Just get 2 tokens. And then if we draw a land, we get to play a land. Oh no. Oh, what can opponent interact with at 2 mana? Have they got like Lazotep plating or something? And pass. We quite like to draw a land next turn so we can play weird and have like Triumph up or something. And then we can always -2 Saheeli to make a servo a weird to get another counter if we do it main phase. But opponent just plays a second Guild Globe, so that's not happening. They still haven't hit land either, which makes me feel kind of bad for them. But not too bad, I mean. We want to win games. We'll just run weird out here. We'll jam. We're not going to make our servo at 2-2. Not just yet. Okay, opponents hit their third land. We have a game. I imagine weird is the deaded. Sure thing. What can we do this turn? We could honor and something. I think we just play... We could honor and try and hit land and then play augur. Or just augur and honor discarding something. Gets us another 1-1. I think we just play Turret Ogre and get in for 5. Wait, so this artifact becomes a copy of Turret Ogre. Combat. Get in. Given that we're not Honor the God Pharaohing this turn, I would like to play Island. So opponents... Oh, okay, opponents 4 colors. I guess they have 2 Guild Globes, so sure. Rouse Outburst my Ogra. Wait. 4 colors. Discarding Contentious Plan. I guess the cards they've discarded are acceptable, right? Not the end of the world. So we could either Honor the God Pharaoh, but I think I just want to Augur an Invader. And then, like... Although Honor the God Pharaoh does get us 2 power, but so does Invader. And Honor we can sack. Yeah, we'll just make Augur. Can we hit? Ooh, Dismissal's a good draw, presumably. Invader. I'm going to be pretty sad if we get Massacre Girl, but you can't really play around Massacre Girl. Much to my chagrin. Right, so double blue. Oh, opponent is like 1 mana off Casualties of War. If they have that. Not the end of the world here, I guess. What would it do? Kill Saheeli, Invader. Invader's getting bounced. Okay, sure. Sure, that's fine. Toll of the Invasion. Alright, what do you want to take? My hand's pretty okay. They took Rouse Outburst, that's rude. And they explode though. Okay, cool. So 2 and 1 so far in this draft. We have a Pip back on the board in Diamond 3. Perfect, so we found an opponent for Game 4 with blue-red spells. Coming in off our 2-1 record, this hand is very keepable. So we've currently got Honor the God Pharaoh into Casmina. Doesn't put a ton of power on the board. Turret Ogre was a pretty reasonable draw, to be fair. Currently looking to discard an island to honor if that's what we're casting. Devouring Hellion interacts quite well with what we're going to be doing in the middle of the game. So I'm very much into that. What's opponent's play? Spark Reaper. Sure. So we draw Chandra's Triumph. I still think what we're going to do is honor the God Pharaoh discarding an island. Because worst case, we can always play a Hellion out as a 4/4. I just don't like discarding spells when we're drawing 2 cards, you know? Just don't like discarding spells when we're drawing 2 cards. Yeah, see? We drew 2 lands, which is completely fine, but we'd have felt really dumb if we turned a spell into 2 lands. Never blocking. That was a quick attack. The opponent got nothing. They might have land. Oh, they have a crunch. Why do you play with my heart like this? Okay, so what could we do this turn? We can just play Augur and like Triumph the Crunch. Maybe we'll see what we hit off Augur first, because I don't really want to play Kasmina onto a board where we're not going to get 2 tokens off her. So Augur's been hitting reasonably today, so I can't feel too bad about bottoming these 3 cards. Thunder Drake going on the bottom is kind of awkward, but not like the worst thing that's happened to anyone. I guess we could Chandra's Triumph the Spark Reaper while opponent doesn't have mana, and just like deal with the crunch later. Because this does set opponent back a couple of attacks. Crunch can still block though, so we're not going to suicide the 1/1 in. That would be loose. Loosey-goosey. Lazotep Reaver, sure. Those don't really bother me. Because it means attacking into Kasmina then would be not the best idea. Do I still want to play Kasmina on this board? Yes, I think so. Draw Strix. We'll discard a Forest. I can see us needing 3 red over 3 blue. No attack skis. If opponent attacks with everything, we'll take the opportunity to eat some creatures and chump the crunch. Because if crunch just comes in with Reaver, well, in that case, I'll try and... Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to try and trade one of these... Wait, one of these for the crunch and chump the Reaver? Or we could just let the Reaver knock 1 off Kasmina, actually. Or we can actually... What can we do? So we could double block the crunch and guarantee we keep the Augur and have Kasmina not lose any counters. That's probably the block I want to try. Does opponent have anything? Maybe. No, apparently not. So Kasmina's fine to make another token, and her passive will remain in play, which is pretty good. Unless anything's happening post-combat, obviously. Like Jaya tick down on Augur, nothing? Okay, cool. So we'll start by Kasmina activating. We get a wizard, we draw Saheeli. While I like having Saheeli with Hellion and Heartfire, I don't really like Saheeli at all. So there is that. Oh, we could attack with Augur, actually. No reason not to. We'll poke our opponent. Oh, something's happening. Go, Augur. Destroy. Then our options are not really any options. We're just going to play Skulker. Mana efficient, big creature. You can unblock it into hit Planeswalkers. So unless opponent has a Planeswalker that answers the Skulker, their Planeswalkers are not long for this world unless they go up to higher loyalty. And there's what, like Liliana? And if we get Liliana twice in one draft, that's going to be pretty sad. Burning Prophet is fine. We draw a land. We can't Kasmina again, but I don't want to feed her to anything yet. If we attack with Skulker, what can go wrong? Not a lot, seeing as we have a Heartfire. So I think we're going to start by attacking with Skulker. Opponent just takes 3. Fantastic. We'll then play a land. We're going to make an Augur. And we're going to make a Strix. Caca. So we have a pretty reasonable board position. We might Helion next turn, eating Augur and Casmina, to be honest. Because opponents getting to the point where they're going to have mana to cast their spells at my things regardless. And whereas a 1-3 and 2-2 don't do much on this board, a 6-6 probably does. Why is Reaver coming at Casmina? What does opponent want? Well, I guess opponent has a Fistful of Removal then. But, oh, opponent has Vraska's Finisher. Right, that's what's going on. Do I care if opponent has Vraska's Finisher? I mean, if they play a 3-2... Well, I mean... If I'm getting finished, I may as well kill the Reaver, right? Yeah, if we're getting Vraska's Finisher... Yeah, there we go. Oh no, my 2-2. Just according to plan. And then a 2-2. Yeah, sure. Ooh, Chandra. Chandra! That's pretty good, isn't it? This is like 9 points of burn. Alright, let's send with the squad. Right? Yeah. And let's see what opponent wants to do about that. Okay, yep. Opponent's having a think. Okay. We're going to Heartfire, the finisher, sacking. Opponent did try and get Casmina dead. But maybe that's just because they had finisher. I mean, what do we want Augur for? To make a big Helion, actually. So yeah, we'll sack Casmina. And it pumps Strix as well. And then we do damage, eat opponent's board. So they have 2 creatures. So our options are play Chandra now, or run out a Helion and eat Augur. And I think with opponent's life total being under so much pressure, we're just going to do this. Just have a little board of large and in-charge creatures. And then next turn we're going to run out Chandra, activate Chandra. It's just good value. Yep, it's a crunch. Oh no. Yep. Chandra. Sad it tapped all my blue mana, not gonna lie. No. No, my Electromancer is gone forever. Sad. Opponent's at 10 though, so we attack with everything. Opponent has to block pretty reasonably, right? And if they ever attack Chandra, they just die. Oh, opponent's thinking about blocks. Double blocking the... Okay, so... Okay. What does opponent have? Am I being needlessly smug? Probably. Although, happy with that exchange. 1-2. Well, we'll play a land and pass. We'll play a land and pass. But Chandra's ultimate kills opponent from here. Our creatures kill opponent from here. Widespread Brutality wraths us. Doesn't wrath us. Oh, okay. That's fine then. Cool. So, 3 and 1. Did I say Widespread Brutality? I can't remember if I did. But that's the card they cast. Let's play again. Game 5. Ooh, we found an opponent who is going to be next. Fantastic. So we are dueling. Hand is very keepable again. It's got the old Honor the God Pharaoh Casmina curve. Oh, I forgot we had a Thunderdrake. Haven't seen Thunderdrake tonight. Rage is pretty good though. Yeah, Rage is pretty reasonable for our opponent. I guess... Ooh, this is a curve. Is our opponent playing Pauper? I think this is one of those times where we can't actually discard land to honor the God Pharaoh. But I don't know what the discard is. It's not Chandra or Kasmina. I guess the odds of us double spelling anytime soon are pretty limited. Although that's not strictly true. That's not strictly true. And no, 2-3 doesn't really do much with Rager. We want to play Kasmina next turn, probably. Do we? Do we, though? Yeah, and then, like, chump weird, block this, hope opponent doesn't have a 4 because they're color screwed. And we need the second red for Chandra. I don't think it's Skulker. It might just be Heartfire, which is that insane? It feels pretty insane to discard a Heartfire. But I guess it powers up Electromancer. Well, we would have been safe to discard land, and we would have had Strix and Heartfire. So, I guess... Well, opponent honors the God Pharaoh. They are blue-red spells. They're just looking for Landos. They find a red Lando. Well, we're not blocking. So, weird being a 3-3 is a problem. I think we needed to keep that Heartfire. I think we picked wrong on the discard. We definitely picked wrong on the discard. So what are we doing this turn? I guess we can play Thunder Drake and Double Spell next turn. Sure. That's fine. Is it? Well, if the opponent bricks off blue forever, we might be in with a shot. So am I confident enough to double block this weird? That's a good question. Am I confident enough to double block this weird? What could go wrong? I mean, we don't really have any other way of dealing with this weird if we don't double block. I guess we could wait till we're double spelled or whatever. Let's just see. If they have something, we'll just concede. Maybe. Ooh, they don't have something. Right then. Psycho play got there. They do have an invader, but like, this is a lot more manageable. Okay, so we're just going to make Skulker. And pass. Tybalt's Rager can come in for like a ton. But, I guess between Rager Sacrifice, this invader actually can do 5 damage. So we block Rager here, unfortunately, I think. Do we or do we block Invader? So either way, it achieves the same thing. But blocking Rager means they have to spend their whole turn doing it. And we just want... I mean, both of us need time. But we're currently behind, and we just need to get back onto board. This does let opponent kill our 1-1, but so would the other block. So maybe we should have chumped, given that this was our course of action. We could have saved 2 life there. Yeah. We should have chumped, given that we knew we were doing that. So that's a good draw, because now we get to play land. Well, I guess actually Augur of Bolas is... Oh no, we need to kill the invader, because it can pressure Kasmina. Yeah. So we'll play Kasmina. Make a token. Draw an Augur. Are we discarding one of these Augurs? Probably, because the rest of our hand is better than an Augur. We're going to hold up Chandra's Triumph. Are we, or are we going to kill the 2-2 now? I don't think there's any reason not to... There's no reason to let the opponent untap. And then we'll pass. Cool. Okay, opponent's drawn the blue now. But I think we're at a point where we're going to have an even game if they don't do anything too absurd. Because we're playing Chandra plus a card next turn. Like, Chandra plus probably Strix. Yeah, opponent has a Strix. We're definitely playing our Strix alongside Chandra then. Another invader. We draw Helion. Not really wanting to Helion yet. Let's Kasmina anyway. We don't need 7 lands. We'll play... Are we playing Chandra then? Yes. We're definitely playing Chandra. Draw a card. Ooh, it's a land. Lovely. We could put Helion in as a 4-4. Or we could just put Augur in. What are we doing? I think we actually want Strix. Although any non-creature spell lets Strix eat our Strix, which is kind of poopy. Kind of poopy. Maybe we do just play Helion, or do we just play Augur looking for value? Let's just play an Augur. I don't care if Casmina dies. I do care if my Augur breaks. Could get in for 2. Are we double blocking anything? No, not really. Alright then, let's see if we can trade for this Strix. Opponent elects not to. Fair enough. Can't say I blame them particularly. Can't say I blame them. Strix is killing Casmina. Invader's coming at Chandra. We're going to block with the Augur. They're probably going to sacrifice the zombie, but that's fine. Because basically we protect Chandra and make the opponent spend a mana to kill an Augur, which is fine. We need to start drawing something good. But we have an active Chandra now, so we're drawing 2 cards a turn for as long as she just stays in play. Yep. Opponent makes the play. That also means it's harder for that invader to get through the 2 wizards next turn. Let's see what opponent's follow-up is. Hopefully it's not a Thunder Drake. That would be pretty bad. Opponent's thinking. What are they thinking? They're gonna you're gonna double Heartfire my Chandra? Why do I always think my opponents have 2 Heartfires? They never do. Oh, Rouse Outburst a token. Curious. But fair enough. I guess opponent figures we can run the double block, which we can. I might just play Helion eat Strix if we don't draw anything better. How big is our Electromancer if we hit it? Big enough. Okay, that's pretty good. I'd like to draw Electromancer and cack this invader. Chandra, did you hear me? Wow, Chandra. Why are you so unreasonable? I guess if we play 2 Strix, that's okay. Just 2 Strix and a Helion. Are we eating anything with this Helion? Well, I'm not eating Chandra, let's put it that way. 1 Strix. 2 Strix. So... Are we blocking Invader? Presumably. I think we just play him Helion. Just as a 2-2. I think we attack in again. So let's see what happens here. Maybe we shouldn't have attacked and just double blocked here. An opponent trades 1 for 2. That's really bad for us still. We don't really want to make Helion an 8/8 though either, because then it just gets dismissaled or something and we cry. Don't really know what the right play was. Maybe we hold and we discarded Saheeli, right? Oh, not this game. Maybe we just held Helion. That can't be right either, I don't think. I don't know what is right. What's right, what's wrong? Casmina, okay. Sure. So opponent's got a Casmina of their own. So actually, if they attack Chandra, we want to let at least 2 damage through. Because I want to redirect to Casmina. If opponent has Lazotep plating, I'm going to be a bit sad. So just Invader. If it's just Invader... So opponent can sack 1 creature for 4 power. So opponent could sack both creatures to kill Chandra, but that would be fine. No blocks. What have you got? I mean, what are you going to do? Sack your board to kill Chandra? You're so far behind then. like sacrifice one thing to do 4. I'm just going to shoot Casmina down. Like, doesn't kill Chandra. Yep. The Strix is dead, so now our Air Force is live. Yep, cool. So we know where we stand.
We're done here.
So the decision here is, do we do 6 face or 6 to Casmina? Because with opponent at 10, they're pretty close to just dead. Especially when we have 2 Strix. I'm going to go face with this. Well, that's not a draw that lets us punish that. So actually, sugar. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, how do we unattack? I guess given that, we should actually attack like this. Where we put Casmina to 1. Because then she can't make another token, and opponent's still at 6. Like, I think that's right. Yeah. Okay, Initiate's fine. Heartfires could be a problem if opponent just has a handful of pew pew. And Skulker's okay though. Yeah. I mean, I say okay, we are bricking off pretty hard. We're going to send Strix's face. We're going to pass. We're going to full control to make opponent think we have something. Although I don't know what we're trying to make him think we have. No, my Strix is a frog. My Strix is a frog. Sure. I mean, opponent can't attack with 2 creatures though, right? So just this invader. Just this invader. So currently what does our Alpha Strike look like? 2 creatures get through. An opponent takes 2. If we double block, opponent just sacks Initiate. Let's see if opponent has Heartfire. Because if they sack 2 creatures and have a Heartfire, we die. And if they do, that's pretty fantastic. For them, obviously. But, well deserved. Okay, that was a good draw. So, we're definitely going to dismissal pre-combat. What do we dismissal? Well, these are both blockable. So I guess we dismiss Skulker. Get this out of here. What's the opponent's last card? Ooh, nothing good enough. Nice. That was a close one. That was a close one, but we do advance to, ooh, not 3-4-1, 4-1. So this hand is mono blue, so I guess we have to keep it. Well, that's kind of awkward. Keep 7. Yep, sure. Play Boo Mana. Yeah, opponent plays a Prophet. We're going to play a Strix. We're probably in... Do we play Augurs? Do we play Augurs? We probably play an Augur. Cool. Free Heartfire. Free Heartfire for 3. Because we want to just not die. So we're playing the Spells Mirror. Glad we didn't play a Strix. Pretty sad we didn't draw land. I guess we are going to play a... Are we playing a Strix? Yeah, we'll play a Strix. No attacks, though. No attacks, though. Yeah, Augur Bolus? Sure. Does opponent's Augur hit? Well, not blocking. That's Tybalt's Rager. This is a good pile of cards. So, am I double blocking with Strixes? Doing what on the ground exactly? So it's Bolas or Strix. I think we just play Bolas because it probably saves us more life. And if we're doing that, we can always block Strix on 1-1. The saddest Strix. The saddest Strix. Yup. So we could double block this Rager. How many times can an opponent pump it? Twice to 5 power. Would kill both our augurs. Which is kind of awkward. But we can't do much else, right? We just have to not die. Yep. Sure. You've got me. Well, this is awkward again. Because I guess we have to cast Mina Minus, though. We just need to get fudging mountains. There's a mountain. Alright, we'll discard a Heartfire. No attacks. Not going to lie. Yep. Sure. That's pretty gross. Yep. Yep. And yep. So we're not blocking with Strix in this case, we'll just let Strix go down. We are going to have to form a new plan. That plan is probably not a very good one. What can we do? Play a Strix? Just like have a Heartfire? Jeez. I think that's the plan. Play a Strix, have a Heartfire. Pyro Helix, targeting Strix. So we're going to Heartfire, targeting this Prophet, sacrificing the Strix. And then our Strix is going to be a 2-2, so we can block Aven Eternal. And by that I mean so opponent can pass, and then we don't get to block Aven Eternal. Oh, they have Teferi's Time Twist? Okay, cool, cool. So I don't think we can leverage this hand to get us to a winning position. So 4-2 now. 4-2 now with the deck after some mana problems in that game. But we kept the hand. It's entirely our own fault. Alright, going into game 7 with blue-red spells. Well, I guess when it... Ooh, after our last game. Is this a hand we can justify keeping? So any mountain, we have a medium hand. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this hand is, like, better. Opponent's on 6-2. Chandra. Can we bottom a Chandra? I don't think we can. I'm not going to bottom the best card in our deck. Even if it means we might not hit our third land. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. So we're going to play a Strix now. We get the first creature out. Might get Greeting. The opponent doesn't have anything, apparently. Let's see what opponent does. They've got a land. They've got a weird. So our options here are... I guess it's unlikely the weird's going to grow big enough that we should worry about not being able to Heartfire it. So we're going to honor the God Pharaoh. We are 2 lands away from casting Skulker, so we'll just discard Skulker. Speaking of 2 lands, there they are. We're going to attack with Strix because we're not blocking with it. And we get 2 damage in that way. What's opponent's follow-up? Land Thunderdrake. Cool. Opponent gets in with weird, not blocking. So we draw a weird of our own. This is interesting then. This is interesting. I suppose it's not that interesting. Although Chandra is probably a bad play onto this board until we stabilize. Huh. But if we're going to start throwing Heartfires around, maybe we want this weird on the battlefield first. is the thing. If opponent double spells, though, that board is going to be pretty scary. So we could just clear the board as a 3 for 2. Then whatever opponent plays, we have Chandra. That doesn't sound fantastic, does it really? I think we just run weird out here and pass. No attacks. We're just setting up. We're just setting up. Yep. Island. What's opponent got? What's next? Well, they're mousing over our weird. Dismissed our weird, sure. And is this a second spell? A Strix. Sure. Yeah, no blocks, take 6. Still fine, though. Still fine. So, we're going to play our weird. So opponent only has 1 card in hand, so it's unlikely they're going to be able to stop us heart firing, right? It would have to be exactly something brutal like ARCHETYPE plating or time twist. But it does mean we probably get to try and eat their Strix in combat. And the weird is going to just donk us, but what can you do about that? Let's see what happens. Iron Bully. Iron Bully targeting what opponent? Where's the counter going? Sky Theatre Strix. Opponent's a smart one. Does that change anything? No, I don't think so. Now what? Does opponent have another spell? Are you for real? Wow, that's insane. Well, we're going to Heartfire. We have to Heartfire Thunder Drake now. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I guess this is still fine. No, it's not fine. I forgot the Heartfire was on the stack. This is beyond fine. This is terrible. Alright, sure. Take. Take. Okay, so we have an Invader. Does Invader do anything? It lets us chump on Strix and trade for weird, and Bully has Menace, but that's only 1. And we have a Heartfire. So I guess this isn't the end of the world. I guess we're still okay. Opponent just needs to brick off. Okay, opponent bricked off. So we're playing with perfect information. So now we need to figure out how to play this attack. So I think actually, as crazy as it sounds, this is the block. Right, so we block like this. And then now we're in combat, we can Heartfire the weird, sacrificing the Invader. The Strix will still eat the Menace, and we have a chump blocker, but more importantly, we're going to have an active Chandra. Can we draw Triumph? We can draw a second Strix, which doesn't quite do it yet, but it gives us 2 turns of chump blocking. And that's what I'm in the business for. And if opponent just attacks Chandra, we just let it through. So, let's see. Ooh, sorry, bumped the microphone there. Let's see what our opponent has to do. What they choose to do. If opponent comes at us, we have to still jump. We're not double blocking. We still do need an answer to this Strix. But we have like Thunder Drake of our own. Opponent's not just slamming. Opponent's roping. Maybe it's a hard decision. Maybe they've drawn land and they're salty. Who knows? No reason to expect the worst in people, though. I imagine it's just a hard decision for opponent. Whether they go after Chandra. The answer is you probably... do you? Because I'll let you. Alright, first time out used. first timeout used by our opponent. Let's see what happens. So we're getting close to the second timeout being used, and then they get one more. Have they just drawn like lethal and just roping us for salt flavor? Well, 3-point, but they just got Heartfire in hand. That would be so sick. But again, no. Let's not assume the worst in people. I don't understand, opponent. Are you just like salt roping? Do you have the Heartfire? You're just being very BM. I don't have the moats turned on because they kill me too much. Like, this doesn't bother me, but if they're just like, good game, it's like, So, okay. To be fair, I'm completely fine with pass there, because, like, sure. Okay, so we get a free island. We're going to play on the God Pharaoh, discarding a mountain. We're going to get our triggers. We're going to draw a Heartfire. We're going to immediately Heartfire this Strix, sacrificing a token. So now the Strix is no longer a threat. I don't think we can really play around the 4-1, can we? It costs us how much damage? It costs us 2 damage to play around the 4-1. I just don't want to lose. Not now. Not to a Goblin Assault team. Dambreaker is pretty big. So maybe we lose to Dambreaker. Ooh, that's a good draw. So there's a chump block for our Dambreaker. Ooh. Ooh, that's a spicy one. That's a really spicy one. We'll have a second copy of Chandra come in. We'll +1. Don't take something good away. That's sad, but whatever. We're just going to get in for 4. Because now, if we ultimate and hit a non-creature spell, we just get to kill opponent. I guess we left ourselves dead to any removal. That's really bad, actually. I deserve to lose this game. We should have just attacked with 1 Strix, put them to 13. Right? Should we? Oh, don't slow roll me, just kill me. Okay, cool. That's fine. We couldn't play around that. Yeah. We'd have to look like earlier in the game where we took damage and didn't need to. And like we should have been down one of the 1-2s anyway, so. Okay, so 4-3 overall with our blue-red spells deck. Got us a pip on the board. The deck itself wasn't stellar. Chandra kind of carried us. We only had 1 Spell Gorge weird, didn't have any Burning Prophets because of the way the picks kind of fell. Don't know if we could have drafted the deck differently, really. But I guess we'll see next time. If you are watching, thank you for watching.